Morning. My name is Lisa. It's Tuesday, not Tuesday at all. It is Thursday, June 4th. Reading from the Dali Tarot today. And I actually was shuffling, the camera froze. This is the first card that came out. And it's interesting, it's the Two of Cups, which came up in the crystal deck, the Dumortierite. So I'm actually going to pull that out and reread that. So we have the Two of Cups coming in again. I was actually shuffling for a while before the card came out. Oh, maybe this is it. No, this is the Seven of Cups. That was yesterday, right? That came up yesterday. Oh yeah, here's the two. This Dumortierite. So Dumortierite, I think we're going to keep with that keep working with that crystal support. Just because this is temporary, this is day in and day out energy, the minor arcana, doesn't mean that the energy doesn't continue on, and that we, continue to work with that. It can be, some things can go on for a few days. So let's be aware of that. Dumortierite. This gemstone, I'm going to hold it up for you. This gemstone stimulates our intuition, making it easier to recognize and reduce the discrepancies in our own life. The dark blue Dumortierite strengthens the forbearing and patience we need for ourselves and other people. This makes it a good stone for partnerships. So as I was shuffling it, like I said, it took me a while to count for the Two of Cups to emerge. And patience and staying focused and keep going towards your target. That full moon that we just had in Sagittarius. We're rewriting the story by choosing. I don't know if you're seeing this in your life. I see, this is what I see. I see that just stay focused. Like, don't believe the hype. My godmother's sitting here reading all these ridiculous things from the paper. I mean, sure, you can spend your energy reading about all of this front page drama, or you can realize you're not eating your breakfast, you're not enjoying your breakfast, you're enjoying your coffee, you're not enjoying like the person who's even sitting next to you, and you're diving into, whatever. And that just saps the energy that you have to to pair up with yourself to enjoy the beauty of the day that you have in front of you. And that was one of the things that came up yesterday. These things are like this kind of like be single focused. So now we have a two though. So, pair up with what the divine is showing, what is showing up to you as divine in any given day. It doesn't have to be the romance of your life, but you can romance anything. You can be in love with anything, right? You can be in love with the sky has been incredibly blue here in Washington, D.C. for the past several days. It's jaw dropping. But how often do we not notice that? Right? Be in love with whatever you have. Stay single focused. Stay calm. Stay present. That was the other thing. Came up in a meeting last night. Anxiety comes from living in the future. Depression comes from living in the past and living in regret. The only thing the future is created by how present we are in the moment, not using the present to like spin out about what ifs. Again, that song by Matthew West, What If? Look it up. I don't want to live my life saying what if. Queen of Wands. Yeah, she's not sitting around looking about what if. So this deck was created by Salvador Dali back in the 70s, Artists don't sit around and what if it. They just make stuff. Queen of Wands. She is a master of her element. Fire is no joke. This is the suit of fire. Passion. Being creative and nurturing things. Again, being single focused, no matter, and choosing how to direct your energy. Again, she's a master of what she does. She makes conscious choices about where she wants to direct her energy and how she wants to use it, how she wants to pursue things. She knows what her heart speak is. She's always going to, engage in this Two of Cups. She knows that she's going to show up with a full cup, and she expects people around her to also show up with that. Or she has enough in her cup to, encourage people, or she's just encourage, she's a queen. She's emulating what it is that other people want to be. The Empress card, like I said, I think actually the Empress came up yesterday, didn't she? She did. Oh, is this the Six of Swords again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, Six of Swords again. This is twice in this week. Now, the seas are a little more, it's a little more turbulent under the boat there than in the Golden Thread Tarot, which we used the other day. But we still are, now this has butterflies in it, transformation. We have a butterfly on each end of the gondola here. It's more of a gondola than anything else, right? But a gondola is not really designed to handle seas, right? But we have a butterfly on each end of the gondola pole, and then there's these other butterflies going along, but I'm getting like this whole thing of like, the part in the Bible where Jesus calms the storm. So again, looking towards the one, looking towards that inner divinity to find that calm in the storm, gathering your thoughts, putting them in the boat, they're not flying out of the boat. And they're going from the storm into a calmer environment. They're going towards that, continuing to navigate towards that calmer environment. Every reading this week that I've done has been about focusing on like serenity prayer. God, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And the courage to change the things I can is the courage to take a breath, realize that things really are not, there are no bears chasing you in the moment. It may feel like that, but the way that you're going to address it, the way that you're going to navigate this is by being a queen, nurturing what you love, staying focused on your own serenity. That KISS acronym, keep it simple. The last word is supposed to be stupid, but you know what? Keep it simple for serenity. Get simplified. Look around you. What is it that delights your spirit? What can you romance in that moment? What do you love about the moment? Even if it's a challenging moment, they know how to meet their challenges. Pull in the energy of the Dumortierite to reduce the differences. That's what it said, to reduce the differences. Instead of looking at how things aren't working out, what is working? Get down into the basics. What's actually working? Get down into the what is my why? Why do I do this? It's not going to be perfect all the time, but what is working? I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, self-love, Page of Cups, wrote it for a sec. I'm going to leave it at that. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. So we have two queens. She knows how to handle her emotions. She knows how to handle some water, some rough water. She's going to light the way. I love what we have. Focus within. Look up. Pull in on your higher power, your higher wisdom. Your higher wisdom is a golden thread that's in you. You are special. You are loved. Many blessings. This is a message for the collective. Again, it's on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you want your own private message, you can direct message me on any of those platforms. Hope you have a great day.